What's going on, guys? This is Roger here from the Reef, and I'm going to give you the review of my INS-80 Reef Dynamics protein skimmer. I got the skimmer early April, and so far I'm absolutely loving it. If I gave it a ratio or a rating out of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a solid 9.5. Let's start with construction. The skimmer is amazingly well made. It's really high quality cell cast acrylic versus my ASM G1, which is just plastic. This, I can just tell, feels a lot more sturdy, stable, and it also gives it a much smoother surface, so the bubbles, the micro bubbles, travel up the neck much easier, and I get a much better skim. And speaking of skim, this is about 3-4 days of skimming. So on a fairly low stock tank, I got a bunch of coral in here, 2 anemones, which will increase the bioload quite a lot in here, and 2 fish and a shrimp. So I mean, the bioload isn't crazy, but it's definitely pulling out some gunk. And I do feed this tank a lot. I feed it amino acids, I feed the fish. Occasionally I'll feed phytoplankton and azox, which I showed you guys in a video I made a long time ago. It skims it right out. I don't get a lot of cyano in this tank. I don't get a lot of settling stuff, so it really picks out what's getting pushed into the sump. And so if you guys look down here, I'm going to get away from the neck here. Here's the pump that runs it. Sorry, there's a bunch of nice cleanup crew down there. And I'm not sure on the pump, but all I know is if I turned this pump off, this skimmer pump off, I don't notice. And then you can turn it back on. It's a very, very faint hum, if anything, and I don't have it sitting on foam or anything, so I can't hear it over the return pump. So it really is quiet, especially if you have doors on your sump. That'll probably get rid of that sound insanely well. This actually came with an air nozzle valve, which I don't use purely because I want as much air getting sucked in as possible, and then I adjust it with this pipe in the back. Get a good angle of it right here. Maybe not. I know I could turn it. Maybe I can turn it for you guys here. So I don't want to mess it up though. Maybe not. So it's basically the intake is down underneath for the pump, and it goes into the skimmer chamber right about here, you guys can see, and then the water, the turn pipe, the outlet of the pipe, goes up through this bottom chamber here. I don't know if you can see the pipe, and then it goes up through this first vertical pipe, and then there's a horizontal piece, and then it goes back down. So there's a nice kind of air dispersion chamber, so I don't get a lot of micro bubbles. The only micro bubbles are coming from these return lines, and if I put filter socks on, they go away. I just don't believe in filter socks at all. That's that. And then if I wanted to adjust the level of these bubbles here, the micro bubble level, I just twist this pipe back and forth versus bringing it up and down on the ASM. All I have to do is twist, because this pipe is cut on an angle like that. So all I have to do is twist it to kind of increase the amount of water that's coming in and out, which is awesome because it's really easy to adjust, and just a fraction of an inch does a big difference. So, and it's really easy to set. I haven't messed with this setting in a while, the level in a while. But so that's that. And what I really like about this skimmer is the way it comes apart. A lot of skimmers, you have to lift up the cup, and it's kind of got a lot of room in the sump. This skimmer is very, very sump friendly, and I'll show you why. I'll turn it off here. like this, and so right now the skimmer's off, and all I have to do is twist this right here, twist this, and then this comes right up. So it's really nice, and this is just a screw, and it tightens in, and so you need basically this much room to get it off in your sump. But here's the nice skimmate. Skimmed out a lot of the phyto, and it looks like amino acids too. But I'll go ahead and put this back on, and then you just, I don't know if you guys can see it, you just set it on there, and then drop this down, and this will align it. And once it's flat, you just twist it back, and you're ready to go. Use your DJ strip to turn it back on. So it's quite an awesome skimmer. I highly recommend it. I know Reef Dynamics is a high quality skimmer. They're not cheap. This one ran me about $250, and it services, I think, rated for 250 gallons. So it's quite oversized on this tank. But you know, I highly believe in supersized skimmers versus you know, appropriately sized skimmers. So, one other thing I really like about this skimmer is this cup up here. It just sits on here, which is what I really like. I just find it's so easy to clean and so easy to just take off and remove, and you know, kind of just maintenance. It's really easy to maintain. And like I said, this is really high quality, thick, sturdy, smooth material, and you can see the bubbles just glide up the neck, and they glide through here too. I don't know if you guys can. Oh, it's nice and dirty down there, but I know on my ASMG1 the bubbles kind of stop and get blocked by the neck, but on this one it doesn't. And I really like this skimmer. But so far, like company recommendations, it says to run it in 6 to 7 inches of water. I have it running in about 8. So I'm gonna have to boost it up a little bit. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but it's working, so I haven't really tried to change. So other recommendations, it's supposed to be an air valve on here to adjust the air intake to get the specific amount of flow. I just want as much air in as possible to kind of get it, you know, a lot of air intake, I guess. And then I just adjust the outtake. That way I get a lot of air to water contact. But, yeah. So if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, recommendations about the skimmer, make sure you guys leave a comment in the comment section down below. If you guys want to see any other reviews of any equipment I have in my tank, be sure to tell me down below, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.